Hi, welcome to WOW Academics channel. I'm Shyam Prasad here and I'm a member of ACCA and CAMA, and I've been teaching ACCA and CAMA since 2014, and I'm also the founder of wowacademics.com. So in this video we will be looking at a basic question that students ask. So students want to find out which is the best ACCA coaching institute. So there is no clear-cut answer as to how to find one. Usually what happens is coaching centers have a up cycle and a down cycle. So sometimes they become very famous and at sometimes they lose their fame. So we have to join a coaching center which is like providing a real education to you, which helps you to pass the qualification. So that like basic pointers are points which help you to choose the right coaching center for ACCA. There are a few ground rules for finding out a good coaching centers. So the number one thing is the number of students. So find out what is the number of students per batch. So the per batch students should not be more than 10 to 20. So the reason why I've saying is that it should be only between 10 to 20 is when there are like more than 20 students, you won't get an individual or a proper attention from the faculty. So the faculty cannot track the student in terms of how much he understood or where he finds some kind of understanding problem. So that cannot be done if there are like more than 20 students, and doesn't matter that how many students in total that coaching center has. So we can't judge a coaching center saying that a center which has 500 students is better than a center which has 100 students. We can't tell in that manner. The reason is 500 students might be split into around some 50 students per batch. Then there will not be proper attention over the students, and it all depends upon the students how well he learns. So the ideal batch strength should be between 10 to 20 students. The second point is the teaching material. So in a coaching center, there should be an experienced teacher who has at least 5 years of experience in teaching ACCA course exclusively. So that's one main reason to find out a good coaching center. The reason is they would have prepared their own material and they will not depend upon a certain textbook. They won't be like following Kaplan or BPP. They would have created their own material which combines all the best books and they will teach you. So they would have taken the burden of preparing notes and teaching you in the easiest manner. So find out whether the coaching center has a good teacher and find out whether the teacher has a good teaching material. So revision classes. So even though they teach a subject, you should find out how many revision classes they give. There should be at least 3 days of revision that should be given at the end of teaching the entire 100% of syllabus. So 3 days revision is minimum, because in 3 days they will be like they should cover the very key concepts in the subject, and it also refreshes your memory and it also reinforces whatever you have learned earlier. Point that we will discuss is peer group learning. Students also learn from other students, so it's not only the teacher who creates that kind of knowledge in students. You should join a coaching center where your peer group are also like very energetic and very motivated in doing the course and clearing the exam. So that will give you a real boost in yourself, not only in yourself but in your entire peer group. It will be a good strength. And also flexible scheduling. The coaching center should be able to give you a flexible scheduling. So in terms of timing, in terms of days, because your schedule and the coaching center schedule should not be like opposite. Then you will be like missing a lot of classes. The scheduling should be flexible enough to accommodate your personal schedule and the coaching center schedule. So in this slide we will be discussing about the big negatives. So once you have seen these negatives in a coaching center, please don't join them. So the number 0 is students passing and appearing for the exam. You have to watch out for the pass percentage of students and also the number of students who have studied in a coaching center and have appeared for that exam. So these two percentages are actually quite different. So what coaching centers do is, those who are like weak or they are like dull in studying, they actually don't allow them to write the exam and they ask them to prepare much more well and then only write the exam. So this is a trick or a trick which is used by coaching centers here. So be aware of whether they allow all students to write the exam or they withhold some dull students from writing the exam. So the pass percentage might be a misleading figure in coaching centers. And please don't believe the advertisements which coaching centers give, because all of them are aimed to make you join their coaching centers. So you have to find out the pass percentage from your friends who are already studying in that coaching center, and please don't join any coaching center blindly. So point number 1 in the negative list is no continuous class. If the coaching center is not going to give you a proper schedule of when they are going to conduct the classes, or they keep on rescheduling the classes, then it's a very big negative, and please don't join there. So they do two things here. One, they postpone the date of starting the program, so that's a big negative. So they wait for more students to join, and finally they keep on postponing the date of the starting date of the program. So that actually is a very wrong thing. And two, they start the program but they don't give you a proper schedule, and they keep on rescheduling the dates from one date to another date. So if you have found out this kind of a problem, please don't join those institutes. And the second point is, if there's going to be like more than 2 faculties handling a subject, please don't join them. The reason is, if there are like 2 faculties maximum in teaching a subject, then it's a little bit easier to understand a subject. If there's just 1 faculty to teach the subject, it's actually really good, because 1 faculty is absolutely responsible for making you pass, and he is held accountable. If there are 2 faculties, you can be rest assured that they will do their work properly, and you can also understand the subject. But when there are more than 3 faculties, it's a really tough thing for the student to learn, because each faculty has his own style, and he also takes his own time to teach, and it's going to complicate a lot of things, and you might not pass the exam quite well. So the next issue is in terms of receipt. So in terms of receipt not given, if proper receipt is not given or delayed, or no confirmation of fees paid is given to you, then it means that the coaching center is unprofessional. So whenever you pay, you have to get a receipt, then only it's professional in nature. If they promise you that they will be like providing you AC room class and textbooks, and if they are not providing them as promised, then they are like very unprofessional in nature. So all these negatives that we have discussed, you should discuss it with some other student who is already studying in that coaching center. Please don't believe just one person, ask 3-4 persons in that coaching center, so that you get a better idea or a holistic idea about how that coaching center is like performing, and then join. So that too, don't pay the entire 100% of the amount upfront. Pay something like 30% upfront and withhold the other 70%. If you feel that the coaching center is very professional, the teacher is like really good, then when you are absolutely confident you will pass with their teaching, pay the rest 70%. So hope this video will help you in choosing the right coaching center. So you can reach me at my website, Quora, LinkedIn and Facebook. And if you like this video, please give a like, share it and give a comment on it. So thank you very much for watching this video.